Hey, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. In today's video, we're doing our collective weekly reading for the week of July 27th through August 2nd. So happy August to everybody out there and happy Leo season. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to shuffle the cards real quick. So this reading is intended for the collective. So that's everybody who's watching it or will watch it. But it also might resonate with you on a personal level as well. But my intention is for the collective. And please like and subscribe. Hit the like button for this video because it will send it out to other people that need to see it. And please hit the subscribe button so that you will see future videos that I put out. The next videos I'll be doing that will be coming out next week will be the August collective reading, tarot reading, as well as the August element readings for all the element signs. So let's see what's going on. I like to do a good shuffle. Bear with me here. But what is the energy for the collective for the week of 27th of July to the 2nd of August, 2025? Let's see what is going on for the collective for this week coming up. July 27th to August 2nd, 2025. All right, I will read out the cards as I pull them so that you know what I pulled. All right, here we go. So we've got the Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Wands, and it's interesting because over the last couple weekly readings, I keep coming up with the Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands keep popping up. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Strength. Yeah, some of these cards are have are kind of repeats from previous weeks I see popping up. So in the past as a collective, we're done. We're tired of feeling like going through battles. We're exhausted. We're just tired. We're at the end, end of our rope, so to speak. And if you look at this guy, you can see he's got bandages on him. He's holding on to his wand, and he's just tired. He's been through a lot. He's exhausted with it. He's tired of it. He's tired of fighting the fight. He's coming to the end of the cycle because it's a 9, so you're almost at the 10. So we're coming to the end of the cycle as a collective in the past, which is good news because I think a lot of people feel kind of the way that man does in the card, where we're exhausted and tired of fighting the battles, and everything that's been going on is wearing us out. So as however, like, we're in good shape though as a collective in general. You've got the Ace of Wands here, so we've got some passionate new energy coming in, passionate new beginnings, which is interesting. And see how the little hand is holding on to that wand? You can see that. So it's kind of like the universe is giving us, like, here you go, here's a passionate new beginning, a joyful new beginning to get us out of this energy of feeling exhausted, tired, and done with it. So it's like the universe is, giving us this new beginning. But what's interesting is it's wand energy, so it's, pretty fast coming in. But also we're in Leo season, which is a fire sign. So that's really interesting to me that this is coming up now just when we're getting into Leo season. So you're probably going to start to see, hold on, let's get looking at my notes here. Yeah, you're probably going to start to see, some like passionate new beginnings coming in for the collective this week. But it could also be, like I said, this reading could also resonate with you on a personal level. So as always, take what resonates and then leave behind what doesn't. But but in a situation like this passionate new beginning that the universe is like, here you go, right, for the collective, giving us this opportunity, it's going to help bring us into this energy. So this is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is I call her the sovereign independent lady. So this is going to help us become more independent and more sovereign and less reliant on systems, government, and others. Because, like, she's got her, if you look at her, she's got, she's pretty confident in herself. she's got it going on. She's got her little pets there with her. She's happy. She's able to take care of herself. And it's a Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this passionate new beginning is helping us as a collective to get more into our sovereign energy, to become more independent. So it could be financially, of course, because it's pentacle energy. So it could be you become more independent financially, less dependent on others financially. But I also feel like it's sovereign in the sense of systems are going to be forced to change that are going to eliminate burdens on us so that we become more sovereign and independent. So what I mean by that is like patch and new beginnings and like old systems falling away. They have been a burden on us, and those burdens have taken away our sovereignty and independence. Like I'm going to use taxes as an example. Like taxes being done away with, either income tax or property tax or things like that, where the government or the systems in place were basically pushing a burden down onto this, to the collective, and taking away our sovereignty and independence. Because you think about it, okay, if you own your home outright and but you still have to pay taxes on it. So, do you really own your home overall? Because if you don't pay your taxes, they can come take your house. So, do you really own? I mean, do you have the sovereignty and independence of really having your own home? Are you stuck in a system where it's the illusion of having independence and, having your own home? It's you're a homeowner, but technically you still have to pay your taxes on that, or they can take your property from you. So that's just an example of what I see. I see like, and it's gonna be like little things like that, like they might take away, income tax, or they might take away property tax or things like that, little things, and that's just an example. But I mean in general, like systems that have been in place, that have been a burden on us, those financial burdens are being released, so that's allowing us to be not just financially more independent and sovereign, but also more independent and sovereign from the control of those systems. So we no longer have to worry about, them coming and taking our property if we don't pay taxes. That's what I mean. It's like it's releasing that control. It's giving us more sovereign and independent. So I see it could be financially, but I also see it being um like sovereign and control as a collective with ourselves away from these systems that were burdening us. So I definitely think that's part of what this new beginning coming in is going to be all about. So, and this is current energy that I'm talking about right now with the new beginning and the sovereignty. So the wheel of fortune, it's kind of like this is all set into place. So these things that I just talked about, see, they are all set into place with this Wheel of Fortune card. So it's already the plan is already in place. Things are moving forward as they should be. And a lot of times people tarot readers call the Wheel of Fortune the fate card, the destiny card. So it's kind of like everything's already set in motion. It's already there. And a lot of times, it's already set in motion on the etheric realms, and it's coming down into the physical realm because it takes a while to manifest something from the higher dimensions to this lower, denser dimension. So it's like things are already put in place, they're already moving forward, and that wheel of fortune, that wheel of destiny is moving forward for the collective to bring those things in, these good things, because these are good things. We want to be released of control and burdens, and we want to have more sovereignty and independence from those systems, but also financially. So those are good things coming in for the collective. And the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward. And I know I've talked a lot in previous readings about the divine plan, just because it can get frustrating because things, can move very slowly in the way we look at time. And so, just hang in there with the divine plan because, the Wheel of Fortune's moving things through. But it's going to go at the pace that it needs to go that's best for the collective. So just be patient. But it looks like, that's happening right now, and that's a good thing for the collective. So more moving forward in the near future, past this week coming up. See, we've got the King of Swords there. So I feel like this goes back to what I've been talking about. So over the last couple of weeks, I noticed that there's been a trend in the readings with truth and information coming out, even things that are very distressing, that will be distressing to the collective, that have been hidden, information that's been hidden, that's going to come out, that's going to be distressing to the collective, but it's necessary for it to come out so we can move forward with these new beginnings. And I see that happening more in the near future. It's like I see that King of Swords archetype energy coming out like in a collective where truth is coming out. And it's going to be not always pleasant. It's going to be like information and truth coming out that isn't always going to be easy to hear, but we need to hear it. So it's going to be kind of blunt, to the point, maybe kind of in your face, but it's going to be necessary because the King of Swords, he's not a real warm fuzzy guy. He's kind of blunt, to the point. He's got his little sword up there, he's ready. He's just going to tell it how it is, and that's what the universe is going to do to us. It's going to tell it like it is, and give us the truth that has been kept from us, or information that's been kept from us. And true, like words and thoughts coming out, that have been kept or hidden, but we need to know about. So I think you're going to see that continue in the near future with that information coming out. But also what I'm feeling is advice from the universe are these two cards. So we've got the Strength card, which is Major Arcana, and then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So what I feel is going back to that, over on this card, that sovereign energy I was talking about, the Nine of Pentacles, where the lady, sovereign independence. That's how I feel about the Queen of Pentacles. Now you see her sitting in her throne and she's holding her little pentacle, right? So she has everything she needs. She's content and she's grateful and she's got, all abundance. She has abundance. She has everything she needs. And what I'm feeling is the universe is telling us to basically hang in there and have strength, because we are going to have everything we need through this transition. Even with these old systems collapsing, it might be scary because it's all we've ever known, and we're going into the unknown, and which can bring in fear and anxiety in a lot of people. But don't have fear and anxiety, because we have everything we need. The universe is going to make sure through this process that we have abundance. We're going to have what we need. So just hang in there with strength. Just hang in there with strength, and just, we're moving forward, and just be strong in the moment and know that the universe is going to take care of you. Because this is also a Leo card, which is interesting, coming up now in the beginning of Leo season. But if you see above her head, she's got a little affinity symbol above her head. So to me, that's like the connection with the divine. So it's kind of like infinity, like, just hang in there. This is eternal. What we're going through is eternal and it's divine. And so tap into that divine eternal strength that the divine gives us. He gives us strength, right? He's there for us to guide us. Our spirit guides are there for us. Our higher self is there for us. So tap into that if you need to. If you're starting to have anxiety or fear, tap into those resources that the divine has set up for us to help calm those emotions, because there's nothing to be afraid of, because we are going to be taken care of in abundance. But also with this card, it's not just strength as being strong, but it's also like a card of, you worked hard, and it's kind of, you worked hard, you got through the trials and tribulations, and now it's like you're getting your rewards. So it's kind of like, it's a reward for hard work card. That's another way I see this card. So, and that can go back to, the universe is going to provide that abundance for us as a reward, for everything we've been through, the inner work we've done, the challenges we've been through as a collective. So don't panic, don't be afraid, because we're going to have all our needs met. We're going to be in abundance. And abundance is more than just financial. It's like abundance in health, abundance in love, abundance in friendship. So it's abundance on, on all levels. But, it's kind of like we've been through the ringer, because remember this guy here, been through the ringer, gone through the battles, got the t-shirt, so to speak. and we're worn out as a collective, but now we're getting our reward card. It's like now the universe is like, don't worry, I'm going to make sure you have the abundance you need. You're going to be fine. You'll be taken care of, and you're going to get everything that you need to move forward. So this is really an exciting, positive reading. I'm glad to see that coming into the end of July into beginning of August. So that's what I have today for our weekly read for July 27th through August 2nd. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.